Well, let's take a look at the rubric that we'll be using for the formative. And you're going to be graded on two different standards for this project, both for the formative and the summative. The rubric will not change, so let's understand the rubric well now. All right, you're going to be getting a grade for two different standards. The first standard being critical thinking and problem solving. That includes some troubleshooting. If you run into a problem, look for an answer. All right, don't call me over right away. You're getting pretty good at computers, so I'm sure that you can find an answer. The second standard is creativity and innovation. That really means, are you doing a good job in your database? Are you making it nice, easy to use for the user? Applying old knowledge to new knowledge? That's all part of creativity and innovation. All right, so there's really 4 levels of proficiency in our rubric, beginning with no evidence, and then moving into limited evidence. That means that you're showing some level of work, but it's lacking in quality and quantity. And then we move into emerging. Okay, let's read this carefully. Students didn't know to apply past knowledge to new problems. Okay, that's a huge part. A lot of the icons, a lot of the functions are very similar in Excel, Word. Did you apply old knowledge to new knowledge? If you're asking me for a lot of help, you're not going to score into a 3, but probably into a 2. All right? I don't mind asking questions. This is a formative. That's what it's for. It's to show me where we need to go. So in a formative, if you're asking questions, by all means, we want to work together, okay? And then finally, student really did not attempt to do any problem solving or troubleshooting. This is a really big one. I'm really going to be looking for this one. Make sure that you guys are trying to find an answer by yourself. Creativity and innovation, teacher involvement was heavily needed. Very slow at completing the work. That means basically you didn't know what you wanted to do, and that's why it took you a long time to get it done. Okay, so that really shows an emerging level of proficiency. Then we move into a 3, and we're all supposed to be shooting for a 3. Very little teacher guidance was needed. Great attempt at problem solving using troubleshooting techniques. Maybe look for a different way of doing it. Really didn't want to ask for help. Kind of a last resort. Hey, Mr. Dale, just give me a hand. I've been really looking. No problem. We'll work together, especially in the formative part. And the student could see the big picture. That means the student said, hey, I know the program can do this. How do we get it done? That's really an important part of troubleshooting and critical thinking. On the creativity and innovation side, very little teacher guidance was needed. The class period was all the student really needed to get the project done. And the student demonstrated a proficient level of mastery in open office and database. Now, number 4, if we can get to a number 4, that means that you have not only achieved what you're supposed to do, but you applied new knowledge in new areas. You took your knowledge to a new level. So number 4 means that you've applied the knowledge at a level that is beyond just simply a proficient level. So you used past knowledge with new problems. You really looked for an answer. Creativity side, no teacher guidance needed. Finished product in one class. And it was a mastery level work, all right? So students who get to a 4 have just demonstrated a real ability in both critical thinking and in creativity. And that's what we really should be shooting for. But a 3 means you're proficient. There's no problem at all getting a 3, all right? So that's a look at our rubric, and let's get back to work today.